All right, good morning. Well, hey, it's Rob, and these are my shoes. I don't know why I have so many shoes. Here's some other shoes, but I do, and for, I don't know, a couple of years now, I've just been tossing them in the corner here at night when I'm done with them, whatever. And I had the brilliant idea, I thought, why don't I get a shoe rack? And here it is. The box just showed up. This is my new Vasagle LBS 040 Amazon special shoe rack. Cost me around 50 bucks. And, I wasn't planning on making a video about this today, but clearly this is the most complicated shoe rack that has ever been produced by any company in the, history of the earth. There's just more and more parts in here. I don't know, there must be 50, 60 different parts to this thing. Comes in a little box. I thought, uh-oh, this thing is too small, but this is just half the size because the shelf is one of these, and you put two of them together, apparently. Again, made by the fine people at Vasagle. Pretty much, when any Chinese company, goes into, business for themselves, they just come up with a random, assortment of consonants and vowels. Vasagle kind of sounds like some sort of disease. My Vasagle is acting up today. I don't know if I can go play tennis. Anyway, so here is the ridiculously complex assembly of this shoe rack. There you go. They've got the drawing here, the overview for you. All right, look at all this stuff I've got to do. All these screws and nuts and parts and, what am I going to need? A drill? I need a pencil? A couple screwdrivers? I don't know. Even in the Amazon review, it said, this thing is really hard to put together. So, put it together we will. Here we go. All right. And here it is. These are all the dozens of parts you need to assemble the world's most complicated shoe rack. All right, it doesn't look that bad when you spread them all out. There's a lot of stuff in there. But basically what you want in these situations is one of these, a T-handle Allen wrench. You don't want to be messing around with just the little flimsy L-shaped Allen wrench. You'd be there all day. This will make quick work of this job. All right, let's put all this stuff together. All right, so there's already an issue here. Right here it says connect E to C to A, which I have done. E to C to A. And then I'm going to connect D to F. Very good. This is a D. Why is this? What is that on the bottom? How am I supposed to connect that? D to F. How is that there supposed to connect to that there? Don't make no sense. Come on, Vasagle. Get it together. Okay, so even though it says D, apparently you don't need D at all, because you got one here called B, and B is the same as C. At least I think it is. So I don't know what this D thing is, but, it's a leg that you're supposed to screw, the foot into or whatever. And I already did that with E and with my F. There's F right there. So this is clearly wrong, and there's no other mention of this D in here. And there's also no mention of this part B in the instructions. So I have to assume B is what they mean when they say D. Great job, Vasagle. All right, the mystery deepens. I assumed you used B instead of D, but look, those holes don't line up there. Those two, and there's only one hole there, so that ain't right either. Oh man, what is going on with this thing? All right, I seriously didn't expect these kind of problems. Look at this. Connect G to H. There is no H in my kit. I've got G and D. But look, they don't line up at all either. These holes don't line up with those holes. I don't know. If you flip them, I guess they line up, but I'm betting they're not going to line up with the backside of this thing here. Let's see. Can you believe this? This is what it's supposed to look like, I guess, but this is the other part I have to work with. In no way does that line up with those holes. It's not even the right letter. It says it's a D. It's supposed to be an H. Epic fail on this thing. It's just got to get sent back, I guess. None of this is going to work at all. Ridiculous. Oh, my God. Honestly, you know, I didn't even think I was going to bother filming this video, but now I can show you, hey, stay away from this thing from Vasagle. It just don't work. I don't even have these parts.